In today's training, I'm going to be walking you through how to build out a what-if scenario in your client's plan. When you first build a plan for your client, this is usually going to reflect their current scenario without any of your advice to show how their plan as it currently is compared to the plan with your advice. You can create a what-if plan. When you do this, you can pick the plan that you want to copy. So if you have multiple versions of a plan for them, you would click this and then select the plan you want to copy. In this one, I just have my base plan, so we're going to copy that one, and I'm going to call this one Retire Early and Save More. We're going to create this plan, and I'm now going to have two versions of their plan. This is my what if plan, and you can see which one we're in by looking in the top right corner. If I wanted to switch back to their base plan, I just click on base plan here. In this version, I'm going to make a few changes and see if they are still able to meet all of their goals and not see any shortfall in their plan with a few changes. So I want to go to my timeline here, and let's say that Salma has stated that she would like to see if she would be able to retire a couple of years early since her husband is already retired. So all I need to do is click on the event icon for her retirement and drag it to the year that I want to see that retirement event now occur. And you can see immediately we're not seeing any shortfall in these goals. So they're still meeting their goals 100%. If we look at their cash flow, you can see there's no red in the plan. If we wanted to make some additional changes to this plan, we can now do that from here. Let's say, for example, that we want to take their brokerage account for Salma and add in some additional contributions in the next year just to ensure that we have plenty of money down the road. So 20,000 from 12,000. We've now updated her contribution amount for that year, and we can go now to our Let's See screen, compare plans chart view, and we can look at these two plans now side by side. We can turn on the details if we want to see how expenses are being fulfilled in those retirement years. You can see that in the Retire Early plan, we only have 1 year of employment income, whereas in the base plan, we have 3 before we start drawing down from their taxable investments. You can also compare and contrast the assets charts. So if you want to see what their assets look like at the end of the plan between these two scenarios, you can. So in our Retire Early and Save More, they have about 2 million less in assets at the end of this version of the plan, but still plenty of money to meet their expenses. You can even turn on your legend and remove the home and just look at their liquid assets if you'd like, so you can compare and contrast the difference between those two. In some scenarios, you may also want to look at the taxes chart to see if there is any significant difference between the two plans, and if it is a tax saving strategy that you're trying to show, then this is a great screen to show the cumulative tax difference between the two plans. If you ever have any questions while you're working in a client plan, you can always click the name of your client in the top right, select Request Support, enter your question into this text box, and share client access. Thanks for listening.